Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Chef. Sorry for not uploading the past 2 days. That's the first time that I missed 2 days in a row in a long time. So a couple days ago, I ended up getting the second shot or whatever. I was tweeting about it. And usually the shot will put people out of commission for, you know, like a day or two or something like that. People were telling me after I went and tweeted about it, they were like, yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Probably by tomorrow, it's actually gonna hit you. Because I tweeted a few hours after I had gotten it. And I'm sitting there reading them and I'm like, yeah, it's not even a big deal. I feel fine. But as time went on, more and more, I was like, I think I'm gonna lay down. Well, I wasn't feeling up to it yesterday. Basically, all that was going on was that, like, I had, like, temperature regulating issues. Like, I would randomly be hot, and then I would be cold, and then I would be hot, and then I would be cold, sweating to shivering, and all that shit. But really no temperature change or anything like that overall, or anything like that. So, no cough, no headache. Pretty simple. You got me, dude. Just take my spot in phase. We're on board with phase astral. So I'm still not 100%, just to let you guys know. I don't really know how long I'll be playing the games for or whatever, so. First thing he marks is a recon that's quite a bit away. It's surprising that he goes and picks the one over at Stadium instead of one like this, or maybe a recon over here or something. But I guess he knows that there are players actually over in Factory, and there's no way that anybody actually lands over at Stadium. So he's just gonna fly to Stadium. I still think this one is relatively safe. Yeah, see, there are players here, 100%. He knows that. I assume anyone that's pinging recons and stuff like that, they're likely trying to avoid every fight anyway. Oh, that is really annoying. Oh, there's somebody right here. The infamous DWay. 3 kills over here, and he actually has a 4th person mark. They're on the roof above him. They're underneath of the bleachers here that he's running on. He's gonna check this overlooking area. Oh, he's right there. Aims at him, takes him out. Sappy Robin gets dropped. Guy got melted pretty quick. I mean, using the MP5, 5 meters, 10 meters, it's pretty great. People have been using that Milano, by the way. I haven't gotten to test it out much because I haven't been able to play since people have been mentioning how great the Milano is. But I used the Milano when they had initially buffed it. It was like, this feels pretty good now. But people are actually using it as like a main AR. Like it's a double SMG setup. You have a long-range Milano setup with like an MP5 or something. I don't necessarily know how much I really like that kind of setup. But I do like the Milano in the sense of like sniper support, but I think there might be better weapons out there for that in comparison. Infamous DWay immediately just gets, I mean, has no chance whatsoever. This is the fastest spectating shit I've ever had. Sneaky Pete ends up taking him out in the sneakiest way we've seen thus far. Wasn't a complete scumbag about it, all legit. Quite common to come across cheaters most of the time whenever we're doing these spectating videos in some way, shape, or form. There's either somebody aimbotting, somebody underneath of the map, somebody glitching through the walls, somebody flying through the air, somebody's invisible. Idea of where the players are around him. I think the better idea for him, instead of pressing these buildings. So there was a guy that was marked over here in this shitty little warehouse. I would assume that a very, very bad player would be sitting in a building like this. The better rotation for Sneaky P here would have been to go this direction instead. Sneaks through the front door. Now here's the issue. He's got a stoner and another assault rifle in his pocket. So his close range isn't that great. Not even gonna bother with the stairs. He's just gonna go straight up. Knows that nobody could possibly be right near the elevator or anything. Now, I know J-God in his spectating videos, taking all of the stats and stuff of a lot of the players and putting them underneath of the thing. I'm not doing all that. See, here's the thing about stats on this kind of game, is that you can come across somebody with a 5.0 and a complete dog shit playstyle, and come across somebody with a 2.0 with a better playstyle. That's the thing, like the overall Sheesh. Just gets absolutely melted. Sneaky Pete just dies by QWERTY. Another person just comes up and challenges QWERTY, though. QWERTY gets dropped now. Sneaky Pete was being snuck up on, apparently. Off-white, running around with, Ram. Not even gonna bother actually pushing. He's just gonna get an angle on it. Knows that the guy is coming up through those staircases right there, so he's just gonna... Well, you're definitely not gonna want to shoot with this. Use the Ram. Oh, man, what a spot. Still below him. Here's the thing. He's kind of exposed at the moment. The guy's peeking. He's right in front of him. He's right in front of him. Holy COD timing, man. So he would know if he was on the floor right in front of him just based off of how on the mini-map there was an arrow below or above it. He saw that he was below the entire time, and then the one time that he wasn't, boom, he's right in front of him. Ends up popping off, not even fighting him. See, this is exactly why I feel like he should have rotated, instead of going towards these buildings and having all this trouble, should have just rotated this way and killed this guy. He would have been free. No way a good player is out there sitting in a building like that, knowing that there's usually no loot in that kind of building anyway. You still aren't going to have to deal with them on top of these buildings. I mean, look, they all rotated now. Ends up getting another UAV. He's got a little bit of a different play style, it seems, from the others, though. He's definitely got a bit more confidence, pushing them immediately. Not really sneaky Pete, and the other player was just kind of, they were very slow about the way that they were doing things and rotating the people. Off-white, going up the elevator. Somebody's driving by on the bike. And somebody... That's tough. This guy's just gonna... RyGuy, 3,300. RyGuy just sitting there hard camping the elevators. I mean, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the only ways that, like, certain players are able to get it. Hell yeah, brother. Camp the ever-living shit out of that elevator. I dare you to come up that elevator, you some bitch. RyGuy sitting in the middle of downtown, not bothering to engage with anybody. He's just completely fine and content with just sitting here. Picks up the MP5. There's no way that somebody would be able to come up here quietly and kill him. It's just not gonna happen. Oh, zooms in. Got the variable zoom HDR. This guy is like a season 1 build or something. Our variable zoom is very, very far. So, I mean, if you're gonna hit far shots, it's definitely gonna be with this gun, but aiming in. The other player actually has a sniper rifle gonna... Is he re-challenging? He's holding his breath. I would not be surprised if he has a precision comb or he has yet to run out of breath. And has the presence of mine HDR build. He's got like this most demonic angle on this guy. Dude, even looking over at this building is just terror for my CPU. I don't know what happens with this building here. I never want to go downtown just straight up, just based on that building right there. Man, there's nobody there anymore. He's not re-peeking you, man. I wouldn't be surprised if that guy just is completely forgetting about you or marked the building and is just gonna wait for you to leave it. Or he's on his way. RyGuy, the most camp. He's up there again. All right, he wants to play this game, I guess. Just sit here and fight this fucking sniping variable zoom presence of mind golem in the dark. You're gonna compete with this guy. You're gonna peek this. Get sniped. Now let's see if RyGuy ever wants to peek that dumbass shit again. RyGuy is now hunted. And he's gonna actually have to rotate out of this building. He's like, oh shit, no, I have to move. Luckily, I only have to move across the street to the next building of safety. Oh, like cockroaches and shit. Ends up getting beamed. RyGuy is being held out here. Now he's gonna know what it's like to actually have to play a game where other players know where he's at, where it's not this ridiculously unfair advantage that he just wants to continuously abuse. By sitting here staring at only one of 2 ways to be able to get up to him. You can hear the player walking up here. He has C4 on the walls. Got a bouncing Betty on the elevator. Here it goes. RyGuy, 3,300, holding the angle. Got an MP5. I wonder what happens when he finally has to shoot somebody that knows he's there. He's being hunted, and then on top of that, he has to make the rotation. He knows he's right out there. Ends up taking a shot. He is very nervous. Ends up blowing up the C4. Guy's gonna re-challenge now. No, he's not. He's gonna go down! This guy's a psychopath. And he's gonna sit there and make sure that he has to use the elevator to go back. And now he's gonna go back. Teabagging the shit out of him. That's disrespect. Just fucking fight the man. How are you gonna win if you don't shoot at him? Oh, he's not even the greatest either. Oh, man. Calls in the recon. Wants to make sure that he doesn't get away from him. What is this? What is this blueprint? Is he shooting rockets? I mean, what did he do? That's just mean. That guy's just, this is mean. MyKidsNotMine. I don't know if his name is meant to be a good or a bad thing. So he ends up using like half of his gas mask there, looking for loot that he already looted. So there's 3 players. You got the most wanted, this guy on the buy, and his bounty. All 3 of them are over here. If he can make it over to these buildings without getting killed anyway, he can actually hold multiple out. He's gonna go and take his vehicle. Now the thing is, people will be able to see this. He'll be able to make the rotation faster, but people will be able to see this and shoot at him before he makes it over to the building now. Someone's taking a shot at him with a sniper rifle. It's suppressed, not entirely sure which one it is. Going immediately towards his bounty, and then he knows if he takes the bounty out, he'll be able to get this most wanted. Oh, the most wanted actually just died or ran out, actually. Somebody else just died in front of him. He's getting shot from the back, actually. Busts through, ends up popping Ninja. He's got to push him now. Oh, ends up... Oh, man, that's just tough. Abby takes him out, slide canceling around the corners. And a multitude of players out here. Some of them just don't even seem like they want to engage, like they're afraid to reload, and then other players are just on heaters. Got 13 kills, Abby. Oh my god. Holy shit, all the players up in array. There's 4 players up here in array, the closer that he gets to it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest of them have ghosts besides this guy. Hops out, he's gonna press him. He does have the AS Val set up, so basically anything except the nail gun, he's gonna be able to melt anyone. Just out TTK virtually anybody that he comes across. Knows that there's at least one player in front of him, ends up getting shot, gets hit. It seems like the guy is top array, sniping down towards him. The other player's rotating in from the other side, takes a shot, cracks his armor. Doesn't want to hop out though because he's aware of the other players around him. There's someone flying in above him, it seems, behind. Now he's below him. Busted into the building over there. That player doesn't seem like they have anything. 3 players around him, 1 way above him, and then 2 of them in the buildings around him. Luckily, he's got the ping on the guy in front of him that just landed down. Doesn't have much. Ends up missing a shot right there. That's pretty bad. Come on, Abby! You're on a heater! I'm too tired to yell. Ooh, ends up taking a shot at him. Sniping back at him. I don't know where he got another sniper rifle from, but the thing is, there's no way that unless his loadout was in there, ends up... Ooh, jump shot! Breaks his armor. Ooh, breaks out the side. I don't know if he was doing that for a peek or if he was just trying to run. All of these buildings are safe except that one to his right, but he's not entirely sure if they had rotated yet. He's paid so much attention to this guy in front of him and the guy all the way up. I don't know about that peek. So it seems like he rotated all the way over there. Yep, takes some shots. The flinch actually somehow manages to make a miss, and it's on target. Oh, there's a player to his right, ended up seeing him as soon as he hopped into the truck. In this little building over here next to this SUV. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more than one, though. 8 players left, at least 2 or 3 around him over there, and then the rest of them have to be over in these buildings, able to get here before a lot of other players. The thing is, he has to be very careful about standing like this because somebody can see a lot of angles into this. Ends up seeing another player, ends up peeking him, takes a shot, misses again, gets flinched off. Has to replate, got one more good challenge in him before he has a plate issue. Picks up another dead silence, drops the other dead silence. Try to get this re-peek on here. The guy seems like he was fully committed to just standing there. All right, now he's just gonna press him with the dead silence since he's not peeking. Make him think a little bit. Presses him with the AS Val. Ends up out TTK'ing him a little bit. He was actually kind of preemptively waiting for him to run towards him. He could have been heartbeating him maybe. I don't know what kind of class setup he has. Ends up taking out Invictus though. Abi gonna have to rotate back into the same building. I think that would be the best move here. Bust back through the front door. I'm surprised he didn't break through the windows then if he's not concerned with making noise. This is one of the only few buildings that are safe at the moment. There's 5 other players besides him. No way anybody's still on top array anymore, so there's no way anyone could be above him. Pretty much has the best angle in the house if he ends up on the 2nd floor, but he's gonna decide to hop into the truck instead. Abi gonna go out and look for the other players. Got 3 other players that he needs to find. He knows that if he wants a heater, he's gonna have to go and find these players. The SUV right there ends up exploding next to his truck. That's gonna do a whole lot of damage. Ends up driving straight into the smoke. Has to stay on the roadway. Drives back around. He uses a little bit of his gas mask, about half of it. Gonna rotate back over here, hop back out of the truck, and is gonna run towards the buildings. 2 players left. Ends up getting sniped at from behind. Ends up breaking his armor. The other player coming from the other side. He's sandwiched. Terrible position. Abi gets taken out. MyKidsNotMine is back. Ends up hitting with the headshots, but then gets taken out by another disrespectful player. I don't even know what his name was. We didn't spectate this guy at all. Draco with the W. I have no idea how many kills he dropped or anything, but oh, GG's.
What the fuck? No way! No way! No way!
Yo.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yo, how many kills did you have?
I have 3.
Respect, baby.
Bro, no, in the beginning of the game, like, I was just doing trash, but I was just, like, rotating and shit.
Man. I think a lot of people think that I'm not real until they hear me, like, do a stupid laugh or some shit. I don't know what the confirmation is, but GG's, Draco. That other guy, that guy was just disrespectful. Sorry for any of the low energy today, or if the video's not very good. I'm still, you know, recovering a little bit, but I can't miss another day, so thank you guys for bearing with me, and yeah, it's been Jeb, guys. Later.